Hi, my name is Yuval Simon and I am Anicha's clinical director. I am also a licensed clinical psychologist with a lot of experience in the field of trauma and resilience. Let's look at how to understand and manage daily stress. When we hear or think of the word stress, we immediately imagine something bad and unwelcome. Contrary to popular belief, reasonable levels of stress are critical to performing well and achieving our goals. However, too much or too little of it can be harmful. In 1999, Professor Dan Siegel introduced the concept of window of tolerance as a way to understand and manage personal stress. Our window of tolerance defines the boundaries between useful and adaptive levels of stress and harmful and maladaptive ones. When we are in our window of tolerance, we feel and perform at our best. Within it, we can cope with any given situation, even the most stressful ones. In some situations, however, we might move outside of our window of tolerance. When that happens, our emotional processing and behavior become impaired and disrupted. When we move beyond our window of tolerance upwards, we become hyper-aroused and may become hypervigilant, angry, anxious, or experience restlessness in both body and mind. In severe situations, we might even go into one or more modes of the 4 F's: fight, flight, freeze, and faint. Moving out of our window of tolerance downwards will cause us to be hypo-aroused. In this state, we feel numb, physically and mentally exhausted, powerless, and in severe circumstances, even depressed. Sometimes, we can also experience moving out of a window of tolerance in both directions at the same time, upwards and downwards. In these situations, we may be at the risk of experiencing the hyper and hypo-arousal mode simultaneously, such as feeling angry and powerless at the same time. An important and interesting fact about a window of tolerance is that it is dynamic. It varies based on different circumstances and changes over time, becoming wider or narrower. When it's narrow, there is an increased chance of moving out of it up, down, or both ways, making us less able to deal with stress. When it's wider, our capacity to deal with stressful situations and feelings increases. Childhood experiences, natural development, family and social relationships, mental experiences, and habitual patterns are all factors that influence the width of our window of tolerance over time. Luckily, there are many things that we can do to keep our window of tolerance healthy. Ample rest, good nutrition, developing good breathing and mindful awareness of ourselves and others, physical and mental activity, and good family and social relationships can greatly affect the health of our window of tolerance and as a result increase our ability to handle stressful situations. So let us now see how we can use the language of window of tolerance to improve our ability to understand ourselves and how daily circumstances and behaviors impact us. To begin with, we must understand what triggers us to move out of a window of tolerance. Maladaptive stress responses might be triggered by certain situations or people, and mapping them out will allow us to prepare for them both mentally and physically, thus preventing unwanted movement out of a window of tolerance. Additionally, we can start mapping out what behaviors and circumstances narrow or widen our window of tolerance. For example, addiction and other self-harming behaviors might feel helpful momentarily, but in the long run they actually cause our window of tolerance to narrow. Good social relationships and healthy mental and physical practices make our window of tolerance wider, thus cultivating resilience over time. Using the language of window of tolerance will slowly make us able to distinguish what behaviors and circumstances improve our ability to cope when things become stressful. To summarize, nothing beats getting to know ourselves and acquiring the tools to help us develop our life skills. Our philosophy at Anicha is that stressful situations and our internal reaction to them come and go like waves in the ocean, and the best thing we can do is to develop our wave riding skills so we can ride them safely to shore while using their energy to better our outcomes. It is also proven that being present in the here and now with whatever we experience helps our breathing, sensations, feeling, thought and behaviors to be more aligned with reality, increasing our ability to deal creatively with whatever arises.